Have you ever wondered why we say things like spill the beans or bite the bullet? These phrases roll off our tongues, but their origins are often as mysterious as they are fascinating. Today we're diving into the hidden stories behind some of the most common expressions we use every day. First, spill the beans. Let's start with spill the beans. Today it means revealing a secret. But where did it come from? Picture this. Ancient Greece, where voting wasn't done with paper ballots but beans. Yes, citizens would cast their votes by placing a bean into a jar. A white bean signaled approval, while a black bean signaled disapproval. If someone accidentally tipped the jar, the votes and the secret were quite literally spilled. This is the secret behind spill the beans. Here comes bite the bullet. This one takes us to the grim realities of 19th century battlefield medicine. Before anesthesia was widely available, soldiers undergoing surgery were given a bullet to bite down on to cope with the pain. It was tough, literal, and a stark symbol of enduring hardship. How about the whole 9 yards? This one has puzzled linguists for decades. Some say it comes from World War II, where fighter pilots loaded ammunition belts that were 9 yards long. To use the whole 9 yards meant giving it everything you've got. Others trace it to Scottish kilts or even concrete mixers. What's the truth? Well, maybe that's the charm. Not even the experts agree. Next up, strike while the iron is hot. This phrase comes straight from the forge. Blacksmiths must hammer metal when it's glowing hot and malleable. Waiting too long means the metal cools and hardens, losing its flexibility. It's a perfect metaphor for seizing opportunities at the right moment. Next up, red tape. Ever feel bogged down by bureaucracy? You can thank 16th century England, where official documents were bound with red ribbon to signify their importance. Over time, red tape became synonymous with unnecessary delays and excessive regulations. Let's talk about letting the cat out of the bag. In medieval markets, dishonest merchants would sometimes swap a piglet for a cat in a sack, tricking buyers. If the buyer opened the bag and revealed the scam, they quite literally let the cat out of the bag. Ever hear someone say skeletons in the closet? This phrase comes from 19th century England, where doctors and anatomists secretly kept human skeletons for medical research. At the time, public opinion was against such practices, so the skeletons were hidden in closets. Let's uncover giving the cold shoulder. This phrase has medieval origins, where it was customary to offer an uninvited guest a cold piece of meat as a polite way to signal that their presence was no longer desired. A subtle yet chilly dismissal. What about showing your true colors? This nautical phrase originated when warships would fly false flags to deceive enemies. But during battle, they were required to show their actual national colors, revealing their true identity. Here's one for the gardeners. Seeds of doubt. This phrase comes from the literal act of planting seeds, which take time to grow. When you plant doubt in someone's mind, it's like sowing seeds that can grow into full-blown uncertainty over time. And don't forget, caught red-handed. This phrase dates back to medieval Scotland, where someone caught with blood on their hands, whether from poaching or murder, was considered undeniably guilty. And let's not forget paying through the nose. This phrase dates back to 9th century Ireland, when Viking invaders imposed a harsh tax on the local population. If someone refused to pay, they risked having their noses slit as punishment. It's a gruesome origin for what we now use to describe exorbitant costs. Language is a time machine, carrying fragments of history in every word and phrase. So the next time you spill the beans or bite the bullet, remember, you're speaking a piece of history. Which topic should we unravel next? Let us know in the comments.